A topic I've seen up for discussion quite a bit online lately is the new Magpul PTS line of equipment intended for simulated training, airsoft, paintball, that type of stuff. And people want to know if they can use it on their firearms. And when I looked online, I didn't really see a lot of good comparisons between the real and the PTS, so I thought I'd do one. There it is, the Magpul PTS CTR. First impression is it's not as well made. You can definitely see that there are mold lines and flash on some of the parts. You can see all the little different injection points that the mold used. Let's take the real one off and there's a difference right there. This is got no tension in it really at all. Listen to this thing. It's actually engaging those rails in the stock. And this one is doing nothing. There's a little bit of a difference in length on them. See how this one, how the PTS fits. It's not nearly as tight. You see, I had the friction lock closed on it when I slid it down too. And look at all the play in it. So that's another not good, in my opinion. But people are still going to want to know if they can use it on a 22 or an M&P 15-22 or some other little, range toy. So let's. The other question is durability. The real one is durable. This one is not. When I pulled this off, this little thing is really fused right to the stock body. It wouldn't move at all. Ended up breaking a tab off of it instantly, basically. This part is not nearly as tight fitting as it is on the other one. So what about durability? How's this going to handle it? So I figured I'd find out and just put that right down on the pin, which, as you saw, is the only thing holding this stock on, is the little undersized pin in there. So let's give it a couple wraps. That's about 9 inches. It's like one mag through this thing. What's it look like? Well, it doesn't feel any worse off. There's no cracking in anything. Let's see if it fits any different. Still fits the same, sloppy. Oh man, that spring is not nearly as friendly as it is on the other one. And this pin floats back and forth. It's not a trap pin like it is in the other model. There we go. Stubborn too. This pin down on the inside there is a little bit different size than it is on the real Magpul CTR. So that's where a lot of the slop is coming from, is both the fact that the friction rails do nothing and the pin is slightly different. You can see that pin floats around too. I'm sure that would not be good to pop out on you sometime when you're running around in the woods. So again, we're back to, how durable is it? There it goes. So it's split right there. Brings us to this point. So it just kind of broke because I didn't have a buffer tube in there and I was slamming on it, but I was hitting it pretty good. So it took a lot of abuse to break it. But look at that. You can see the all the slop in there on that pin and where I was hitting on it before. There's really nothing holding that pin in. It's not notched or anything. I would say that's going to take a lot of beating to break that. That's holding up pretty good, that little notch in there, so I guess I wouldn't be worried about the recoil hurting it. You could probably even drop that from quite a ways and it wouldn't have broke anything. So that's nice and thick in there. Everything in here is, that's solid. It was the tube and I didn't have a buffer in it, so it had some give in between. Very unimpressed with this friction lock. Look at that. There's like no, even on its best day it had no connection in there at all. That's really, why'd you bother to put it on other than looks? You see that? I beat the shit out of it and that little tab is still stuck in there, the one I broke off. Still stuck in there. It's like you never would have been able to get that off without breaking it. Look at it. It's still in there. It's like glued right to it or fused right to it. Really unimpressed with this pin. How hard would it have been to put a little spring notch in it? The spring comes right up through the center of that. Would have been not hard at all. This too, look at that. That roll pin floating around in there. No hold power at all. That would come right out on you. My thoughts are, if you really want one, buy one of the good ones. Even if you're going to put it on an airsoft gun. I was just not impressed with this at all. And for the price difference, I know you could buy two of these for one of these, but you're only ever going to have to buy one of these, and I think you'd be looking to upgrade this as soon as you bought it. So that's all from Sinistrad. You guys have a nice day.